What if I told you that the secret sauce to millions of views on YouTube isn't in fancy equipment or holiday connections, but in a guy who once counted to 100,000 just for kicks?
I'm about to count to 100,000.
Yep, we're talking about Mr. Beast, the YouTube sensation who turned bizarre challenges into a viral empire. You might think, okay, the guy gives away money and stuff, big deal. But hang tight, because this isn't just about huge cash giveaways or extreme challenges. Today, I'm revealing 10 techniques that make Mr. Beast the king of YouTube. Technique 1 is catchy hooks. Mr. Beast has the art of strong intros down to a science. When you click on one of his videos, there's no slow build-up or vague statements. He hooks you immediately, often with a sentence that challenges your curiosity. What's also noteworthy is how Mr. Beast uses specifics to drive home his points. Rather than making general claims like, I give away a lot of money, he'll tell you that he's giving away $100,000 or he's turning someone's backyard into a desert. These aren't just random facts. These are precisely chosen to create a sense of both urgency and credibility. Mr. Beast has recognized this from the very beginning. With his first brand deal, he was able to negotiate with the brand he was promoting. The brand that he was promoting offered him $5,000 to promote their brand during his video, and Mr. Beast was able to negotiate the brand up to $10,000 simply by stating that the intro and the title would perform far greater by $10,000 being in the title and intro over just $5,000. These small details like this can create far greater outcomes for your videos. He also understands his audience's mindset. People might come in thinking they know his formula, big giveaways, crazy stunts, but the intro disrupts this by hinting that there's more than just meets the eye. This strategy flips the viewer's initial arrogance or skepticism into curiosity, turning the I know this already into wait, what's really going on here? This helps create longer view durations, which is a huge upside for YouTube to want to promote your video. Because the main goal for YouTube is to keep viewers on the app as long as possible so they can push more ads to viewers. So, by intriguing the viewer's curiosity in the videos, it tends to have longer view durations, which then those videos are pushed to more people on YouTube. In essence, Mr. Beast's intros serve as mini stories with a hook, a challenge, and a promise of something that makes the viewer want to watch the entire video the whole way through to find out the outcome. Technique 2 is building payoff. Another big trick Mr. Beast uses in his videos is building payoff. Right from the start, he tells you, hey, stick around because something amazing is going to happen. This isn't just for kicks, it serves as 3 big purposes. First, it hooks you in immediately. You hear about a big cash prize or a crazy stunt and you think, I've got to see this. Secondly, it keeps you engaged. Ever notice how in the middle of the video, Mr. Beast will remind you about the payoff? It's like a mini energy boost to keep you watching. It re-sparks your interest and makes sure you're still invested in what's going on. Lastly, the payoff. It makes the ending super satisfying. When you finally get to that promised big moment and boom, it's like fireworks for your brain. You feel good because you stuck around until the end of the video, and it makes you want to dive into another one of his videos, again, making viewers stay on YouTube even longer. Technique 3 is time urgency. Mr. Beast knows how to keep you on the edge of your seat, and one of his secret ingredients is time urgency. Imagine this, you're watching a video and suddenly Mr. Beast says, you have 5 minutes to finish this task. And boom, you're hooked. Your heart rate goes up a notch and you're glued to the screen. And you're probably thinking, why does this do that? Because it's a ticking clock that adds drama, suspense, and stakes. It's not just about completing a task, it's about beating the clock. This creates a mini story within the video, making you eager to see what happens next. Will they succeed or fail? Either way, you can't look away. But here's the kicker. Time urgency doesn't have to be literal. It's not always about a stopwatch or a countdown. Sometimes it's a race against another contestant. Who can finish first? Or maybe it's about avoiding last place, where failure has its own set of penalties. This adds a layer of excitement without even showing a clock. This technique also offers a payoff right in the middle of the video. If you were thinking of clicking away, now you want to stay to see how this mini challenge ends. It's like a short burst of satisfaction before you move on to the next exciting moment. Technique 4 is music. You know how when you watch a Mr. Beast video, it feels like you're on a roller coaster of emotions? A lot of that is because of the smart way he uses music. Let's break it down. At the start of each video, Mr. Beast hits you with dynamic, epic music. Why? Because it grabs your attention and it's like a movie trailer. You think, wow, something big is going to happen, and you can't help but stick around to find out what it is. As the video goes on, Mr. Beast doesn't keep the volume at 11. He turns it down a notch, the music starts to get calmer. This change isn't random, it's strategic. It helps keep viewers hooked but not overwhelmed. You're still interested, but now you're comfortable and settled in for the story. And the best thing that he does with music is he has created a catchy theme song, the Mr. Beast 6000 theme song, that resonates with all of Mr. Beast's loyal viewers. If you think about it, most brands have a signature theme song or a catchphrase that when you hear it, you know exactly who they are. This helps skyrocket his brand, so anytime someone hears the theme song, they immediately think of him. Technique 5 is time lapses. Let's say you're watching a challenge that takes hours to complete. You'd probably lose interest if you had to sit through all of it, right? That's where the time lapse comes in. In just 5 quick seconds, you get the whole story, cutting down a lengthy scene into a bite-sized clip. It's like fast forwarding, but cooler. This trick makes his videos easy to watch and keeps you glued to the screen. Plus, it adds a fun twist, making even the dull parts entertaining. We all know Mr. Beast spends a ridiculous amount of money on his videos, and sometimes he spends millions of dollars and that part of the video only takes up a few seconds of screen time in the video. Technique 6 is emotions. Mr. Beast knows the power of emotions to keep viewers hooked. His videos aren't just all about crazy challenges or big giveaways. They're emotional journeys. You'll notice that the camera often zooms in on the faces of Mr. Beast and his friends, and you might think why. This is to capture every smile, every frown, and every gasp they have. This does 2 things. First, it lets you, the viewer, feel what they're feeling, making the video more relatable. And second, these emotional moments grab your attention, making you want to see what happens next. One technique I've noticed recently in Mr. Beast's videos is that he's creating storylines with his contestants in his challenges. Giving a background on certain contestants creates relatable content for the viewer. It makes the viewer relate to the contestant, making them intrigued, and they start rooting for that contestant. This technique makes the viewer want to stick around to see if that contestant they're rooting for wins. Technique number 7 is comics. Watching a video with non-stop thrills can be like eating a whole cake in one go. It's tasty at first, but soon, you're begging for a sip of water. That's why Mr. Beast uses jokes and memes. He understands that people can't handle intense stuff every single second, so we need a breath of fresh air, a laugh, or a chill moment every once in a while. He uses quick, funny moments to break up the intensity. These aren't long comedy sketches, but short bursts of humor. A sarcastic comment here, a meme popping up there, just to make you chuckle and feel relaxed. This way, the video doesn't get too heavy or stressful. It's like taking a mini vacation before diving back into the action. Technique 8 is fast cuts. Another reason his videos are so gripping is his masterful use of fast cuts. Within seconds, you've been taken on a visual journey. New angles, scenes, and actions flip by so quickly that you don't even have time to think about clicking away. He knows that the online audience has a short attention span, and fast cuts is the answer to that. They're like rapid bursts of excitement that keep you hooked. But there's more to it than just speed. There's also a clever sense of continuity. If there's a car in one shot, you can bet the car will be featured in the next. This creates a sense of cohesion, making sure viewers aren't disoriented by the quick shifts. It might feel wild, but it's not random. Technique 9 is effects. Mr. Beast knows how to make a video pop, and one key tool he uses is effects. Let's break it down. First, he often uses the zoom effect. You know when you're watching and suddenly, boom, the camera zooms in on someone's face or a funny detail. That's not just for laughs. It's a clever way to make sure you're paying attention to the right thing. It's like Mr. Beast is saying, hey, look here, this is important. But that's not all. His video also uses a bunch of overlay effects. We're talking funny images, faces, stickers, or even fake explosions. This isn't just eye candy. These overlays add a layer of fun that keeps you entertained and glued to the screen. The idea here is to make the video so interesting visually that you just can't look away. Now let's talk about sound. Mr. Beast videos are never quiet. There's always some kind of sound effect. Whether it's a funny booing sound, a crash, or a burst of music, these sounds work like seasoning on food. They make everything better and more exciting. Technique 10 is climax. You know how in a fireworks show, the best and brightest rockets blast off last? That's exactly what Mr. Beast does with his YouTube videos. He saves the best for last, delivering a climax that's like the cherry on top of a cake. Why does this matter? A satisfying ending leaves a strong impression. Mr. Beast makes sure to wrap things up neatly, whether it's declaring a winner in a challenge or showing the grand prize. This doesn't just make the one video good, it's like a promise for what you can expect in his future content as well. Viewers walk away thinking, wow, that was awesome. And guess what? They'll click faster the next time you post a video. This wow factor creates superfans. It boosts your channel's click-through rates and keeps people coming back. Even if the video has some dull moments, a great ending can make viewers forgive and forget. So just know that there's a whole science behind that single click. It's not just about what you see, it's about how it makes you feel. And that's the true magic MrBeast has mastered.